Hey, I thought it was the perfect time and the perfect opportunity for me to take this time and share with y'all where the name provision came from. And I know it may be noisy over here because you're hearing in the background um, the all of the waterfalls, the beauty of this beautiful Hawaii. And but I still wanted to share this with you all while I'm overlooking this beautiful backdrop because this is just, I mean, isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. Well, the name Provision Driving School has been helping people for over 15 years. But what does that name mean? We could have just called it driving school. But when I thought about starting a business, I had no clue. But one day, doing prayer, meditation, and the word provision began to ring in my spirit. The name provision was given by a divine revelation. So you may have heard our motto, we see beyond your limits. So provision is God's loving commitment to supply every necessary need for me to fulfill his purpose in every area of my life. And so when I had no clue about the business, suddenly the light came on. And some people, you know me. Deep inside of me, I knew that God would provide. And that's how you have to be able to think. He sees before you see. He prepares before you know. And he provides according to his wisdom rather than your limitations. So our responsibility is not to live in fear and lack, but rather participate by discovering what has already been provided. Look at what he has provided. And I discovered for over 15 years, the past 15 years in business, provision has always been provided. Those who are trying to start a business, you're trying to start, guess what? Let me help you. This can build your confidence to make it happen. Provision was not just providing financial support. It's sometimes provision is an idea. It may be favor. It may be a relationship. It may be wisdom, timing, opportunity, a discipline, the ability to create wealth through your kingdom-given talents. So this changes your identity of, instead of saying, I'm trying to get provision, you begin to believe in saying, I'm living from provision that's already inside of me. I don't have the time to really explain in detail, point by point, but this provision has already been made available in so many ways. And the way that provision was made that I'm so grateful for was through relationships. And so many of you all know you have relationships in your life. And sometimes these relationships can come even through a DUI school. Somebody may come, you may be going to a class and you may say, hey, I know something is about this guy and something he is saying that's really providing some insights for me. And so, guess what? That's God giving his provision through people. We all have people that God uses to be able to help us in need. And so I just want to share that with you all. I know you all. I'm here celebrating my wife's birthday. She definitely has been a part of God's provision for me in my life. And I think many of us can understand clearly what I'm talking about when I say, people God placed in your life as provision. But we have to be able to recognize who they really are. Family provision, relationships, spiritual relationships, covenant relationships. And we just have to begin to take all of these areas in consideration in the ways God can be able to provide for us, it's not just through financial gain. And sometimes we're just looking at money. We have to look at these areas and that he's already provided provision and begin to unfold the provisions that already have been made. Provision came from an idea that God will provide. And that idea has carried me for over the 15 years in business that we have been just, look at this. Provision paid for this. This was paid for by provision. This was, God had already provided it. And so I just want to encourage you all that it is already done. Provision has already been made for you. It's just up to you to participate with God to discover what he's already provided. Be blessed. Provision. We see beyond your limits. And with the proper vision, there are no limitations. Peace out.